Welcome to Isaiah's Reviews Podcast. My name is Isaiah. My co-host's name is Sam. You can get to all my social site links through my website, isaiahsreviews.com. You can get to Sam's social links through his website, flipframevideos.com. You can also hire Sam because he runs a small video production company, so if you need anything done, weddings, home tours, music videos, and more, just go there. Listen to this podcast on YouTube, Facebook. You can stream it off the website, isaiahsreviews.com, Tumblr, and SoundCloud, and Spreaker. So now let's get this show on the road. Woo! Yeah! Episode number 11 is happening right now. It's not live. It's previously recorded, but you're getting to experience it. Experience it. What am I trying to say? Experience it. Hello. Right now, recorded. Boom. Episode 11. We're doing this. It's not a breakdown like you thought it was going to be from last week because Sam's not with me. He couldn't make it. So it's just going to be me this week. But next week, we'll hopefully be able to pick back up where we left off. But I thought it'd be cool to go over some of the three biggest trailers for right now at the beginning of the year that are maybe of concern and not concern. This is movie trailers. The first one is, I'm going to go ahead and say, of concern. It's Ghostbusters. I just have, these doubts about this, and it's based off this trailer, so I'm going to play the trailer. It's not going to be very loud on your end, but it will be on mine, and I'll pause and talk about my concerns from it, and everybody's seen the thing by now. So I'm going to start out. It says Sony, and 30 years ago, yeah. And right now I'm pumped. First time I've watched this, I was like, oh, four scientists saved New York. Yeah, shows the old fire station. I was like, heck yeah, this is within the same time. It's got a spray painted ghost on the subway. A new team will answer the call.
It's a class 4 operation. It's okay. She seems peaceful.
And I'm still with it. It shows a ghost here. The ghost pukes on her.
That stuff went everywhere, by the way, in every crack. Very hard to wash off. We've dedicated our...
And I'm still with the trailer. All the way to a halfway point. And I even like the sporadic music where it's kind of got this calm break. And it's like, and it's like a little cue to the original stuff. But here's Melissa McCarthy talking a little bit.
To studying the paranormal. Now there's sightings all over the city. There are people out there that need our help. Holtzman, you're a brilliant engineer.
And I like it all up until now because they're talking to what's her face from SNL. Hey, you're Bridget. You're a brilliant engineer. And it shows this cool little laser, kind of old hunting foot clamp thingy mabob that she's made. And I'm like, well, that's cool. And I'm also wondering right now, where's the tech from 30 years ago? Or is this she's taken it and put her own spin on it and new aged it up a little bit? This is my mindset to the trailer.
Aaron, no one's better at quantum physics than you.
And they're going through right now, they're saying that, she's good at quantum physics and things, and Kristen Wiig's character. I'm still with it.
We can provide a real service.
And then, where my smile started to flatten out was Melissa McCarthy got shocked by something. And then made some kind of comment. Oh, God, that's hot. Right then, I was like, this is at where we at now. We're at 1 minute and 11 seconds into a 2-minute, 37-second trailer. At that moment, I knew exactly what this movie was going to be about. It's going to be the same crap that we get shoved down our throat, comedic crap. Every movie's the same. Now, I like, Spy and a few other Melissa McCarthy movies, but it's the same style of humor. And whenever they announced the female cast, I was like, please let them go outside of their element a little bit and act in this movie. Like, this has a lot to do with, like, sculpting what I like in movies now as a child. Growing up with Ghostbusters, I was born in 82, so I'm very familiar with the whole Ghostbusters franchise throughout. You know, being at that age, it was perfect timing. It was kind of adult-ish movie, the first one. It wasn't, like, geared toward children at all, and I loved it as a kid. Anyway, going into this, right now, this has me going, yep, all these women are going to play the role that they play right now in the public eye on any given thing that they do. That's what we're going to get. And so we'll continue.
You guys are really smart about this science stuff, but I know New York, and I can borrow a car from my uncle.
You didn't disclose that the vehicle was going to be a hearse.
It's a Cadillac.
Right then, when she goes, ha ha, it's a Cadillac! Like, loud like that. I was like, Leslie Jones is going to play Leslie Jones in this movie. The same character that she does skits for on SNL. It's the same thing. And right there, my smile, my flatline smile is just starting to curl down on the ends. Now we see the car coming out of a different place. They're not at the old fire station. So right then, I'm like, okay, they showed the fire station in the beginning. They're not at the fire station now. So I'm kind of like, is this in the same environment? It's 30 years later. Maybe they're only getting what they can afford. Maybe they're trying to pick back up on a reputation that went away, like the Ghostbusters, that apparently they're gone for whatever reason. Are they trying to bring that back and they're only able to get what they can get, like to house themselves in, the headquarters? Or, I'll tell you later what it could be, since they're saying Ghostbusters 3. Well, they're not saying Ghostbusters any number, but this could be 3, but it's really not. If you played the video game, they had Dan Aykroyd had a lot of trouble getting Bill Murray on board, so they were like, screw it, we've got a script for number 3, let's just turn this into a video game. That's exactly what they did. So technically Ghostbusters 3 is the video game. If this is a continuation of the franchise, this would be Ghostbusters 4. So playing this now. And then they do this stupid let's go thing where, oh, I thought you were going to say it. Oh, you were going to say it. Right there, I'm getting hints of originality. None. I think they're going to, right then, I'm like, they're going to go back to stupid comic cliched stuff that you hear, that you've heard a million times over. I like the music. And I'm getting drawn back in at this moment because I'm seeing these ghosts fly around. And later I learned that a lot of these ghosts are actually actors there. They put these LEDs all over them, and then they do a little bit of CGI around them. But for the most part, when they're interacting with these ghosts, they're actually actors and actresses actually there. So I was cool with how the ghosts look and stuff like that. Slimer, it showed Slimer, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is great. But it's these comedic spots throughout here, these little catchphrases, these things that they say that ruin all the hard work that people that I'm sure have a passion for the Ghostbusters franchise has put into it. The script is really hurting my feelings on the trailer.
Once you can stop it. Holtzman, come on. The hat is too much, right? Is it the wig or the hat?
And then that we've heard that a million times. This is the wig or hat, my face. I like the little pistol things that pop out. Chris Hemsworth. She gets possessed. I like the fact that they're actually able to possess the people. And everybody's talking about the Leslie Jones. Get out of my friend. The power of Patty compels you. And she says, this is going to leave a mark. Melissa McCarthy says, oh, this is going to leave a mark. And right then, I was like, they put the most used joke, catchphrase thing after getting slapped in history in a trailer where people want to see a little bit of originality for Ghostbusters in. They put the biggest crap thing that nobody, if you write, that's going to leave a mark in there, somebody's going to proofread that, go, take that out. This is not Tommy Boy. This is not Chris Farley. from decades ago, take it out. That's been played out. They left it in the trailer. So whoever made the trailer either should get their ass handed to them on a silver platter and never work for Sony Pictures again. Or this is some of the best stuff that's in here. And it's rehashed stuff. And the power of Patty, and they center Leslie Jones up as a centerpiece and stop the music for the power of Patty compels you line. Who watched this and said this is great? This is hilarious. If they said this is hilarious, they are out of touch with reality for what needs to be in existence for people to enjoy nowadays. They're rocking 20 years ago. If this was a trailer for 20 years ago, man, everybody be hilarious. I've never heard that. That's crazy. But guess what? Every bit of this stuff, every punchline in this trailer has been played out over the course of 20 years. This is like a no-no for people to write this stuff. And then we come up to the end logo, the Ghostbusters, this summer, who are you going to call? The international trailer they come out with, I'm not going to focus on the international trailer because that's where they ran back and they're like, oh, God, let's fix our boo-boos right quick. And they tried to make it better. But even the international trailer, there's still signs of failure. That's why right now on Sony Pictures' YouTube channel, it's got probably the most thumbs down of any trailer of anything I've ever seen in my life. The thumbs up are 190,749 right now. Thumbs down, or if it'll let me, no, it won't let me dislike it again. The thumbs down is 442,764. And this is out of a little over 25 million views or whatever. So it's a small percentage of people that chose to give it a response. But 25-something million people and only 190,000 is thumb up that. Sorry, I'm going on this extended long rant on Ghostbusters, but it just means so much to me, and then this is what we get. And it has nothing to do with the fact that it's an all-lady cast. Absolutely nothing. I was interested in that. I was like, okay, this is going to be cool. They're going to come at this with originality from a different perspective. In the back of my mind, I knew it was a potential for the same crap that we get from these people on every movie anyway. Kristen Wiig, she steps out of her element a little bit, and she's done some serious roles, so I was like, she can do it. Melissa McCarthy, I was worried that they were going to do the slapstick stuff with her. I was worried with Leslie Jones. Kate McKinnon, she does these little characters on SNL, so I was worried she was going to bring a character skit into it, and it would feel like this SNL skit, and I think that's what it does, sort of. I think they should have just went with, like, a no-name cast. Maybe had Kristen Wiig as the head person because she can handle herself differently and not be repetitive. And I honestly think if they're going to do an all-girl cast, they should have went with people we don't know that well, so that if they do bring a form of acting in that they've done on other movies, we're not that familiar with it, and it would make it. I think they really made a mistake by trying to go the surefire way. Melissa McCarthy, Kate McKinnon, and Leslie Jones. I think they should have X'd those three out, kept Kristen Wiig as the main person that we know, because she can step out of her element. They could have left Chris Hemsworth in there, and I would have been fine with that, but they should have went with three kind of no-namers that were good, like their chance to shine, and they do. Because I love stuff like that unexpected. Like, who are these people? And they're like awesome. They're like, oh my God, these are my new favorite actresses or actors. Enough of Ghostbusters. Unfortunately, I think it's going to fail. It's going to piss so many people off that somebody's going to make an all-male cast or redo that. I think, honestly, right now, if I were them, and that's the highlights of the film in this trailer, I'd shut it down. I wouldn't put it out because I don't know what their budget is, but it'll make a little bit. They're pulling for break even probably, and it may do that. I guess that's why they would want to keep it going so they don't lose money, but you just don't want to tarnish that reputation, and Sony's not looking good on that stuff. Anyway, Batman v Superman. I'm not going to play a trailer for that one because it's fixing to come out like in a week. So what I want to say about I'm concerned because they blew their wad early whenever they started to show Doomsday or whatever, and showed Wonder Woman and started hinting and showing Aquaman and things like that. Not in the trailers, but pictures and stuff. And they're trying to ensure that people's going to go to it because it's over $400 million budget, which is insane. I mean, look at Star Wars budget. Was it 200 something million? For this movie to be a success, it's got to bring the heat. I'm talking serious. Back February 25th on my website, Isaiah'sReviews.com, I posted "Will This Fail?" and it has a picture of the symbol, the Batman Superman symbol. It's Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. This is what I said. It's from the 25th. Deadpool opening weekend, 150 million domestic. This is at that time. Batman v Superman projected opening weekend is 100 to 140 million. Back on February 25th, they announced that they expect 100 to 140 million opening weekend on a over $400 million budget. Deadpool budget, 58 million. Batman v Superman budget, 410 million. In 2 weeks, Deadpool made over 500 million worldwide and currently sitting at 517 million worldwide. That was February 25th. Right now, I think it beat out Iron Man, Deadpool has, on the earnings. Check that out. That's crazy. 58 million budget. The 2-week mark is when the slowdown starts from the jolt of earnings. That's what I wrote. The projected Batman v Superman 2-week should be close to how Deadpool performed, with which looks good until you compare it to the monstrosity of a budget. In 2 weeks, Batman v Superman could only earn 100 million in profits. This is profit. This is, I guess, 510 million total or something. So will Batman v Superman be considered a failure? To the fans, no, it won't. But the studio, yes, I think it will. And that's due because, you got that big 2-week jolt. First week, everybody's going to go see it. That's diehard fans are really excited about it, or someone that's being brought to it that's uncertain of what it is. The second week, everybody's going to say, oh, man, it's freaking awesome. So now I got the iffy people on board to go back the second week, and then the people that you bring with you that's kind of don't care if they go or not, if they liked it, they'll start telling people, hey, I normally don't like things like this, but I thought it was great. And people will hear that, and then they'll go, well, hey, we'll go this week. So that's why you got your first 2 weeks. Sometimes the second week can be bigger than the first or close to the same. So that's why I'm projecting, right now you're hearing this, 510 million is my projection for 2 weeks for Batman v Superman. Now, if you're over $400 million, that's $500 million. That's not too big of if it peters down. If they can keep the momentum going like Deadpool, like I said, beat out Iron Man, that thing's rolling hard. Still, if it can do that, well then, yeah, okay, it'll be a somewhat of a success. But I think they know, since they're building the Justice League, that they got to blow their wad on this to get people hooked into DC and off the Marvel train. So, concerns are, I want the financial backings for the rest of this universe, for the Justice League. I want them to go, this was great, we did 400-something million, let's do 300 or 400 million on Justice League and knock this thing out, do it right, and just blow it. Blow all the money, because in the long run, this is going to make us a fortune, and we'll be able to do like Marvel's done and piggyback off these big ones, the big things, and make these little character movies like Aquaman by himself or Flash or whatever, and we'll be able to do it and be successful by investing in these big ones here. So I don't want them to not do that. I'm scared that this one's not going to perform as well, even though it will do great, and I'm going to go see it. I'm worried that it's not going to do as well as what they think it will, if that makes any sense. So, enough about that. Let's go over, and we're going to watch this trailer. This one's the Captain America Civil War trailer, too. I saved this one for last because this one I know is going to be good. Like, I'm nervous about Batman v Superman, and I'm nervous because of the budget, and I know how much that they have to make to continue investing like that, and I want them to. So, Marvel knows what they're doing. Captain America Civil War is probably going to be the best Marvel movie ever made. And let's just watch the trailer. I'll turn it up.
Job. Try to save as many people as we can.
There's Bucky coming down.
Sometimes it doesn't mean everybody. But you don't give up.
And I think that, by the way, that he plays the best Captain America. Period. Like, he keeps hinting at the fact that he wants to leave acting. Period. Go to directing. I want to leave acting. Leave acting. Heard it a million times. If he leaves acting, he still has to commit to do anything Captain America related. I mean, if he, at best, it's going to keep him fit. It's going to keep him fitnessed up, Look at Hugh Jackman. The guy's gained like double his body mass or something since playing Wolverine. So there's perks to the job, I guess. A lot of work, but whatever. Anyway, so now the trailer's showing the destruction. Now they're adding up this destruction over the course of the Avengers and other things too. But they're kind of like, we've got this all laid out. Once you tally up the death toll and the destruction, there's a level of concern in how we have to police ourselves. So let's watch this trailer here.
New York. Washington, D.C. Sokovia. Okay, that's enough. Captain, people are afraid.
That's why I'm here.
So that's cool. It's like, people are afraid. We know you're doing good and you're saving us from things coming out of the sky and you're a necessary evil, but people scared. They're pee-pee in their little panties. And Robert Downey Jr. is like, I'm here, baby. Gut check.
Whatever form that takes, I'm game.
We got the prison coming up out of the water, this round-looking donut thing. So when you watch trailer number 2, and this is what this is on Marvel Entertainment's YouTube, whenever this donut thing comes up out of the water, this is like a prison. It shows Robert Downey Jr.
If I see a situation pointed south, I can't even...
Yeah, Robert Downey's in there. He's got his black eye, and he's in there. So this is like post a fight. He's already punched it out with somebody. He's in this prison checking it out. I wonder if he's just... They built this after, I'm here to help police. This ain't working. You guys are on the run. We're going to have to get you. We're going to have to do something. They built this prison. Anyway, he's standing in the trailer right now. This is for, everybody that's on Captain America's side, or if anybody gets out of hand.
Sometimes I wish I could.
Sometimes I want to punch you in your
Pretty little teeth. And then we got Bucky. This cool. Black Panther, right? I am excited about the standalone Black Panther. This is awesome. The dude looks awesome. The outfit looks awesome. His little claws look freaking awesome. He can run fast. He almost looks like he's bulletproof because I think some bullets bounce off him in the trailer. But Captain America's chasing after Panther. Captain America run fast, Black Panther run fast too. And he's after Bucky. Right now, he Black Panther jumps off a car hood of somebody that's running. Bucky's flooring this motorcycle. 60, 70 miles an hour. Black Panther crashes his motorcycle down. And right then, it shows in the trailer that Robert Downey puts on his little Iron Man glove. Bucky, he's kind of getting into it with Bucky a little bit. He puts the glove over the end of the gun, and Bucky fires. And then you see Robert Downey's eyes. I keep saying Robert Downey, but his eyes blow up real huge. It's like, holy crap, he would have killed me. He's not what Captain America says he is. He's actually a bad guy. And I have to do whatever it takes to stop him. And I think you see that in his eyes right there. And Marvel's done such a great job of casting believable characters. If Ghostbusters, I'm sorry, but these are not existing characters, but they've created new ones. I don't want to bring that back up again, but this is originality right here in acting. I mean, they're they're portraying a character that exists, which may be easier to do than pulling one out of the sky, but I just feel so good about this one. Alright, Iron Man's little buddy gets shot. He's laying there. He takes his mask off. I'm sure he's not dead. He's just knocked out, right?
The whole world was wrong about you.
Iron Man's like mega disappointed because, look, Bucky tried to shoot me. The world's wrong about you. I was wrong about you. You're a piece of crap.
They're coming for you.
I'm not the one that needs to watch their back.
This doesn't have to end in a fight, Tony.
And right here, he's got his black eye that he had when he was in the prison. So, and he's sick and disgusted with Captain America right now. And the same black eye that he had whenever he was in this underwater prison. So he smacks Captain America. You just started a war, baby. Panther, Winter Soldier fighting on the rooftop. Looks awesome. And also, a thing to note, that we have Ant-Man. He also turns into a giant Ant-Man on this one. I hope that's not a spoiler, but kind of Lego ruined that for everybody because they come out with the set and he's like got giant Ant-Man in there. That's cool because not only can he shrink, he can get big as well. So they're kind of saving themselves trailer-wise for this, and I almost wish they would have saved what's coming up next.
Sit down. Final warning. I could do this all day.
It shows a little fighting going on, and here they come across the airport. Boom. And then this is it. You think, oh, this is the end of the trailer.
I ran out of patience. Underoos!
Underoos!
Hey, everyone.
Spider-Man, like, I'm glad they showed him just for me, for my sake, but it would have been really freaking sweet if they just saved that for the movie. Like, this is May 6th. Stop making trailers right now. Don't make another one. Like, let the movie come out for a week, bring a new trailer to the TV or something, but stop making trailers. Right now it says this film is not rated on this trailer. Stop. Like, I wish they kind of wouldn't have showed Spider-Man. Like, it would have been cool to show him take the shield, like the shield go away, and then Captain America's arms are webbed together. And that's it. I would have been good with that. That was enough. But they showed him. That's cool. His eyes move like Deadpool does with a mask on. That is an underlying throwback to like the two best artists that did the illustrated comics and that drew Spider-Man. I don't remember their names off the top of my head, but they drew Spider-Man as big eyes. One of them did, and the other one did the small eyes. If you take his first look, which had the big eyes, and then he says in a little child's voice, because he is like this little kid, and that's funny. Whenever he says something, his eyes squint on the suit itself, and the white goes down a little smaller. If you take those two images and you put them up against the two best illustrated Spider-Mans of all time on comics, they match. So I don't know. I'm sure that's by plan that, hey, we're making this original-looking suit, which it is. To me, it's the best-looking Spider-Man suit that's ever been. But if you look at the classic comics with the big-eyed Spider-Man and the small-eyed, they look the same, and they were able to do that in a split second to show, hey, we're here with the original Spider-Man. We have the Sony Spider-Man now. We'll put him in here, and we're going to do it right. We're not going to let Sony destroy this character. Anyway, that's my take on the stuff. So I know Civil War's going to do well. Batman v Superman I'm worried about budget-wise. Ghostbusters, I'm saying it's going to suck. I'll go anyway because it's my childhood. But I think it's going to suck. Next week, me and Sam will be back to do the breakdown. So make sure to watch Enter the Void on Netflix. That'll get you set up for the breakdown of that. I've watched it already. It's something. Don't ignore the 2-star rating for it. I'll tell you that. It was a little spoiler, but make sure you got a couple hours to kill. Watch it with an open mind and no expectation, and view it as an artsy-fartsy thing. So All right, thanks for watching Isaiah's, or listening to Isaiah's podcast. Make sure to check me out, Isaiah'sReviews.com, Isaiah's Reviews on YouTube as well. Peace out.